Shakin' folks, back with another reaction, back with some more Fleetwood Mac. Once again, I wanted to give a big shout out to Alicia and Han Solo. Both of them have provided Fleetwood Mac material, and indeed, it's a deep dive I feel like I should have started already, so I'm happy we are finally here. I did want to mention to Han Solo also, there's a couple other deep dives that you've been asking about I'm really going to try to get to in the next week or so. So yeah, lots of stuff going on in the channel, but I am trying to go down all these different alleyways. I did want to also mention, in addition to the two albums that Alicia and Han Solo have made available, I did rummage around and look what I found. It's a Fleetwood Mac Greatest Hits CD. It features, how many tracks is that? It's quite a few actually. Is it like 18? I can't see. I think it says 16. Okay, so yeah, 16 tracks. I noticed Dreams is on here, so there'll probably be a couple that are from at least the two albums that I've been given access to by friends of the channel, but yeah, presumably there'll be at least a few on here that aren't on either of those two albums, so we'll have more to go through after those two albums. In any case, yeah, I'm really excited. Once again, Alicia, big shout out to you. Gave me a lot of information on the first couple of reactions, and I'm still, trying to understand what it'll all mean. It's one thing, when you read about an artist and the way they play a certain instrument or the, dynamics of a group over time. But as I found out in the Aha Deep Dive, for example, knowing what that means and like understanding what people said in early reactions in a deep dive that then goes much longer, it becomes a much more full understanding. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that process with Fleetwood Mac. And the next tune on Rumours is Never Going Back Again. I do want to mention it shows here in the metadata that this is from the 2004 remaster. So yeah, these tunes are remastered just about 20 years ago now, fair to say. But yeah, Never Going Back Again, it's one of those phrases, right? Like, it could be genuine sentiment, but even then, that doesn't fully close the door. And there are plenty of examples. I always think of Tom Jones' I'll Never Fall in Love Again, where by the end of the song he says, please don't make me, where it's like, oh, wait, so you just left open the possibility that it might actually happen, despite the fact that you just spent, 2-3 minutes saying you're never, ever going to do it again. So Never Going Back Again kind of has the same feel. It could be a mantra to convince yourself not to go back into some cycle or to some dynamic that you've been in before and perhaps didn't work out the way you wanted or left you feeling hurt or upset or broken, and then you got away from it and you found your way back to it again because perhaps it provides some emotional or visceral satisfaction. Again, I'm thinking relationship, of course, but there could be other dynamics, even those on a larger level in which this could make sense. But yeah, Never Going Back Again, it could be someone genuinely, indicating that this is it, they're done, they're completely done. And maybe it will actually turn out to be the case. But when I see an absolute declaration like that, my first thought is, it could be trying to convince yourself, if not, absolutely trying to put out a template that you could then follow, meaning the sentiment could be there, but the flesh could be weak. You might end up succumbing and getting back into whatever it is, whether it's a relationship that's not entirely healthy or some form of living or whatever. So yeah, curious about where we might be going with this and whether it will be more genuine, or we find out by the end that it's someone trying to convince themselves, but they still find themselves in that loop. So I'll stop talking, we'll listen to it. This is Fleetwood Mac, the tune is Never Going Back Again, and it's from the, is it 1976? I'm suddenly blanking. Like I said, it's the 2004 remaster that we're listening to, but now I'm wondering, is it 76? 77, my bad. So yeah, 1977, and this is, as I said, Never Going Back Again. Sounds a little country, a little Baroque. A little folksy, a little Baroque. sure. My best guess, given what I heard, is that it's there's maybe a bit of pride to it. It sounds like maybe a severed connection, one that used to exist, but it's someone who used to go back to this other person, but now they're saying it's not going to happen. So, if anything is going to rekindle, or if anything, you're going to be coming back here. So, yeah, not sure if that's what it was, but again, given what I heard, that's my best guess. I loved it though. It was a delightful little charming tune. It felt, small in the sense that it felt like, some natural instruments, just, friends and family playing out in the yard and just kind of feeling the vibe and, just going along and making it up as they go. And yeah, as I said, it felt a bit folksy, but a bit Baroque as well, with the plucked, string feel. It had this elegance to it, even as it felt very casual and, again, like in an open field somewhere. So, yeah, really cool tune. Different certainly than Dreams. One of the few tunes of theirs I know or knew going into this deep dive. So yeah, it'll be interesting to get a sense, because I know this is already their, like, in the double digits. It's like their 11th album, and not only stuff from here and onward, but certainly stuff before and with different configurations of the group. I realize there's going to be so many different flavors. So again, we'll start with the two albums that, again, Alicia and Han Solo have made available. We do also have this, I'm guessing at some point, in the large number of champions of the channel. Once we go through all that, I'm sure there might be people who could help. So either way, looking forward to the journey. Do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.